This is very possibly, my favourite episode of the 10th Planet four-parter due to its emphasis on the interaction between these uber creepy early Cybermen. This voice is to die for. I'll have to link in the description just a video clip of their introduction. It's amazing. I'm sure that the BBC have uploaded this somewhere on YouTube. The William Hartnell focus and then his interactions with these new alien creatures and how the government of the world attempts to, react to this event, absolutely extraordinary and gripping. Now, unfortunately, we'll read aloud this in the production shortly. Hartnell's not very present in the third episode, and the fourth episode is missing. It's unfortunate. All 4 episodes of this story feature a specially designed graphic sequence used for the opening titles and closing credits. Designed by Bernard Lodge, they were intended to resemble a computer printout. In the opening credits of the first episode, Kit Pedler is incorrectly identified as Kit T Pedler. In the opening credits of the third episode, Jerry Davis is incorrectly identified as Jerry Davies, long-lost sibling of Ray and Dave. William Hartnell did not appear in the third episode. On the Monday before the program was due to be recorded, he sent a telegram to the production team informing them that he was too ill to work. Jerry Davis rewrote the script to explain the Doctor's absence, his sudden collapse, and gave his dialogue to other characters, most noticeably Ben. This was not as much of an interruption to the episode's production as it would seem, as all 4 episodes had been written so that Hartnell would have relatively little to do in case of just such an event. The original draft of episode 4 did not feature the Doctor regenerating at the end. The first Doctor's last words, originally scripted as something similar to, No, I simply will not give in. Time was running short towards the end of production, and director Derek Martinus opted not to record the line, wanting to ensure that the regeneration sequence was recorded as well as possible. As a result, the first Doctor's last words were simply, yes, thank you, that's good, keep warm. The line cut from the script by Martinez suggested that the Doctor was refusing to give in to the regeneration process. In 2017, Doctor Who writer Stephen Moffat exploited this idea and created an extended narrative around the Doctor delaying his regeneration for the episode Twice Upon a Time. The episode uses original footage from the 10th Planet alongside new scenes of David Bradley replacing William Hartnell, in which the first Doctor meets his future self, the 12th Doctor, played by Peter Capaldi. During the regeneration sequence at the end of the final episode, Patrick Troughton momentarily makes an appearance, uncredited, as the second Doctor. Although this was William Hartnell's last regular appearance as the first Doctor, he would reprise the role for the 10th anniversary serial The Three Doctors. As a result of his role as the astronaut Williams in this serial, the Bermudian-born Earl Cameron, who was 49 at the time of filming, reportedly became the first black actor ever to play an astronaut on television. He was also only the 3rd actor from the series to reach 100 years of age, doing so in 2017. He died in 2020 at the age of 102, and although this was his only appearance in Doctor Who, he had a long and varied acting career, both before and after this role. The last episode of this serial is missing. It is one of the most sought after of the missing episodes because it contains the historic first regeneration scene, even though a low-quality truncated copy of this sequence survives and is held in the BBC archives, and also because it is William Hartnell's final episode. As such, it is included in a list of the 20 most wanted missing programmes, as drawn up by the British National Film Theatre, alongside the BBC studio footage from the Apollo 11 landings, which is currently held only in soundtrack form. Popular myth has it that the only surviving telerecording copy of the 4th episode was lost when loaned out to the children's program Blue Peter in 1973 when they wished to use a clip from it in a feature on the 10th anniversary of Doctor Who. Although a print of the Daleks' Master Plan episode 4, The Traitors, was loaned to Blue Peter and not returned to the BBC film library, there was never a copy of the 10th Planet episode 4 there to have been loaned. Another department, BBC Enterprises, was still offering all 4 episodes for sale to foreign broadcasters until the end of the following year and would not, in any case, have loaned out master negatives. In 1992, a man named Roger K. Barrett, later revealed to be an alias based on the real name of Sid Barrett, claimed to have a videotape recording of episode 4 of this story and offered to sell it to the BBC for £500. Before this was revealed as a hoax, the BBC produced a special introduction for an intended VHS release of the story, hosted by Michael Craze, 2 versions of which were filmed, one explaining that episode 4 was still missing, the other introducing the story as if it were complete. A documentary called Missing in Action, made in 1993 and narrated by Nicholas Courtney, also mentions the hoax. In 2000, BBC Video released the story on VHS, with episode 4 reconstructed by the Doctor Who restoration team using still photos, existing clips, and the surviving audio soundtrack. For the 2013 DVD release, episode 4 was animated by Planet 55 Studios. And let's not get blocked. Thanks again, my friends. It doesn't get much cooler than 60 Cybermen, I do not think.